Virtually every organization with a veteran hiring initiative struggles to ensure that all their veteran employees actually self-identify as veterans. There are a number of reasons why they may not. Some simply may not want to be labeled as a veteran. Some may not consider themselves veterans because they did not serve for 20 years. This is a common misperception among those who confuse veteran with retiree, or someone who retired from the military after serving at least 20 years. Some may not have had a positive experience while serving in the military and simply prefer to move on. Some may think you want to attract them for negative reasons. Some veterans are concerned that corporations will assume they have PTSD if they identify as veterans. But in order to measure both the effectiveness of your veteran hiring initiative's ability to attract and develop and retain veterans and the impact veterans make within your organization, it's important that you know which employees are veterans and where they work. After all, how can you demonstrate the value of hiring veterans if you're not gathering any metrics on them? Failure to track and measure veterans' performance within the firm may lead to a poor understanding and lack of recognition of veteran employee contributions. When you're able to track your veterans, you can affirmatively and authoritatively identify how many have been promoted compared to their civilian counterparts, how they are progressing in general, and how their retention rates compare with other employees. We know that veterans bring incredible skills and abilities to your workplace, but you'll not be able to adequately share that information with your colleagues and chain of command if you do not have an accurate understanding of who your veterans are. It's critical for you to educate veterans and military families in your workplace about the benefit of tracking. Assure them that when you take efforts to identify your veterans, it's ultimately for their benefit and to ensure support from upper management to share that your organization can hire more veterans. Here's a quick learning point to help you track your veterans right from the day they apply to work at your company. Many companies include a generic question about military service, such as, are you a military veteran, at the bottom of the employee application. And often these questions go unanswered for the reasons we already discussed. However, a more thoughtful question designed to inspire response would be, at ABC Company, we truly value military service and prioritize hiring veterans and military spouses. Please indicate here if you served in the military, including the National Guard or Reserve. Companies with mature veteran hiring programs have developed a number of measures that any organization can implement to encourage veteran self-identification. Here are a handful of those suggestions. 1. Host social events and cocktail hours just for veterans to recognize and honor their service. This encourages your veteran employees to attend the events and gives them an opportunity, especially if you have computers available, to physically update the employee database and self-identify. Maybe include a local guest speaker about a topic that will be particularly interesting to them as veterans. 2. Leverage the Veteran Employee Resource Group and ask the members to reach out to other veteran employees who have not yet self-identified. 3. If you have one, utilize your internal social media site and create a great military or veteran group. You can invite current veteran employees to join and share information throughout the platform. The veterans can provide short articles about how their military experience has benefited them at your organization, and this could also be posted in your internal newsletter if you have one. 4. Create a veteran wall at your headquarters, profiling your veteran employees with their pictures and details about their service to our country. This positive recognition can help reduce concerns about identifying as veterans. 5. Develop a challenge coin modeled after coins in the military. In many cases, the CEO gives out the coins to recognize and honor veterans company-wide. This incentivizes veterans to self-identify because these coins are associated with hard work and well-deserved recognition. Ultimately, tracking your veteran employees should be identified as a top human resource concern. Naturally, employees are critical to your organization's well-being. To get a true statistical picture of whether veteran retention is an issue, you first need an accurate number of how many of your employees are veterans.